Yes, NFT Shorts, of course. We're back at it again, guys. It's the home of NFTs and cryptos. I want to get into a couple of things today, a lot of gaming subjects. I don't really want to talk about games that are commonly spoken about by, I suppose, by the masses. I want to talk about a couple of other gaming projects that, may become something huge in the future. So what that means is essentially they're probably really small right now, which to me is not a huge deal. So look, if it's your first time here, of course, subscribe to the channel if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing. Turn on alerts, all of that good stuff. But let's get into a couple of these things, guys. But before we do, definitely check me out over there on Twitter. And why not join the Patreon? Because if you want to get some of these ideas before I speak about them in any of these public forums, or sorry, YouTube and any other forum like that, sometimes they just come out a little bit quicker in typing right here, either on the Twitter or the Telegram, or as well, you can find them right here on Patreon. So check it out, just a few dollars a month. Um, Really, that's just to help to build a community and to weed out funny actors. That's really all it is, right? So let's get into a couple of quick things I want to talk about today. So one of them is this whole idea, for example, of playing games on Bitcoin, right? We've seen it, we've heard about it. I don't know if you have all done it, but I say why not? Give it a try. It could be really interesting, right? So this is what we got Bitcoin running versions, sorry, of Doom, right? So I'm not really going to play the game that much. I'm just going to show you that it's possible to be played. And yeah, Doom on this. And I'm looking forward to Tetris. I mean, Tetris Attack would be really good to have on this, as a matter of fact, something like Tetris Attack. So anything, Mario, you name it, anything, something new, Super Meat Boy, whatever. I'm just kind of throwing out random names of games that could be recreated and scaled down to fit the transaction size, Bitcoin size transactions, just something that's super super small. But yeah, I'm just showing you this just to show you that it runs. I played it for about half an hour. It was just like, what's the point? But yeah, just trying it out, just to be part of history. Of course, guys, this is the whole ordinals thing, right? We're talking about ordinals um, last in the last video, right? For those of you who were sticking around with me from last time, right? We talked about ordinals in, if I'm not mistaken, the very last live stream. Maybe this one, yeah, I think it was this one we spoke about that on. So, definitely check it out, guys. Check out the video, subscribe to the channel, all of that if you want to get ideas on gaming and what's to come, what's available now. I want to show you some more, continuing on with the kind of free tools that we use to do our research. Some of the free tools. Last video as well, I showed some of the free tools. Very early on in the video, so if you want to just check out the first 5 minutes of 10 minutes of the last video, um, the last live stream, then you'll find some information there. But yeah, this is just Medium, guys. Check out Medium. If you don't have a free Medium account, just create one. You'll find so much information. There's always something pumped out for you that you follow, and also suggestions by, I guess, your keywords and things that you and the projects that you follow. They'll give you great suggestions. But we talked about the Mun blockchain, guys. That the pre-sale ended um, last month in January, or no, sorry, February, January, February. It ended last month. Today's the first of the month, so there's just so much stuff, guys. Oxbow going cross chain, going to Arbitrum, if I'm not mistaken, all sorts of stuff. NFTs for Oxbow, their own NFT. I would definitely jump into that because Oxbow Tech has provided some of the best gaming projects, not the best, some of the best. Including Crypto Blades, they did that. They also did oh my gosh, I can't remember the word right now, but Altura, sorry, Altura. They did a bunch of others, right? Now, those are some of the key ones that I was able to make some good successful moves on. Tons of stuff. Seedify Fund, as you know, is coming up with their next drop for their NFTs on the 3rd for their Seed World. That's coming up in just a few days. Music NFTs, all sorts of stuff, guys. Definitely, if you haven't already, why not create uh, your own Medium account and just start following good projects? Check up on them every day, every week. You can look at this Arbitrum. Okay, I'm not going to get into this. This is more, too much, too much. It's really good. I'm really excited to see what's happening, right? Very excited for Vulcan Forge. So this is all more about gaming, right? Not to say that we won't talk about Vulcan Forge and maybe Render and Avalanche and Polygon and all of this stuff. Yes, but I'm trying to look at some other stuff like Neon Link, stuff that I spoke about last time to help you get ahead. Let's go to something that we haven't seen in a long time, and this is this is Netvrk or NetVRK, whichever way. Netvrk. You know, this project has had some rough times, but the thing I can say is that they're still actually building. Not necessarily my favorite overall and how things are going, kind of like how the customers had to wait a long time and there were some issues with the marketing guy and all these different internal issues, but they do have a playable demo. I have gone through it and I've gone to the fourth airlock, I believe. Now you have until the 31st, if I'm not mistaken, guys, do check for yourselves, but I believe it's the 31st of March this month to complete the minimum requirement for participating to actually earn rewards on your staked assets. So for anybody who out there who is staking anything, whether it's a vehicle, whether it's an avatar, whether it's the bonus pack, or perhaps land in Netvrk. If you're staking, please just download the demo. It's actually pretty chunky. It's about 10 gigabytes. So download it if you can, maybe onto another hard drive or something. Play it. Even if it doesn't work so well on your computer, just put the resolution low, run it, get to the third airlock, interact with the vendor there, buy something, do anything. And once you do that, you have to also link your account, your Mine Runner account. Let's go to that as well. So I'll skip past this for now. I do like that image. The graphics are good. The images look good. The visuals look good. It's something that we've been expecting, dare I say expecting, but definitely anticipating because the reality is, I mean, they mentioned that they showed that it's going to be high quality, everything with their games, high res, high quality, Unreal Engine. My only big issue is that they still got the comma. The apostrophe S is not a big deal, but it's like, guys, what's going on? Get it together, guys. Get it together, okay? But I've already purchased into this with the land and the transports and such. So, guys, check these out if you haven't already. You can probably get them cheaper now on OpenSea than you could when it was the initial pre-sale time, if I'm not mistaken, right? So do check that out for yourselves. Join in. I'm showing you the whole page just to show you that there's quite a bit going on. The images look nice. It's not a guarantee it's going to be perfect and good, even to be honest. I have no idea. But I'll be honest, guys. One other thing that really does concern me is the size of this team. It's not that you don't need a huge team to get things done. It's just, some people, perhaps, I don't want to say this in a negative way, but some people may be less or more important than others. And sometimes the projects with super large teams, it's hard for them to get their acts together. That's just my experience, right? But they do have some interesting partners. We'll see what they can do with this leverage that they've created for themselves. And just be patient, guys, because again, the bull run is not really here exactly yet. I mean, we're in the infancy of the bull run. If it is in fact the bull run, which I personally do believe we're moving more or less up, it doesn't mean just because we're in a bull run that it's just constantly going to go up. So let's quickly go over to Mine Runner, which is the actual game. I'm just going to play the trailer. Just why not? Just get it kind of going on in the background, right? So Mine Runner's very simple. You run through with this pickaxe and you just start hacking away at these rocks to mine stuff and take out some enemies here and there. It's a simple game. It's a simple, I guess, proof of concept, which, to be honest, guys, I would have loved to see this last year before it got to this point where we've already invested hundreds or thousands of dollars, right? And I might actually get into another project. I definitely will get into another project today that has done this without generating tons of capital. I think that is kind of one critical thing that we don't want to mess up. We ideally we can get into things that have proven themselves. But look, it looks good. It's right there. It's playable, right? Now, of course, you just connect your wallet, you connect your account. You have to create an account as well, just like a regular Web2 account with your Gmail or email account, let's say, right? And make sure that you connect your wallet and you sync the three accounts if you actually want to get the rewards. Let's move on, and that's rewards for staking. Let's move on to Neon Link again. I showed this last time, guys. Pre-sale, right? It's a pre-sale. There's a pre-sale that you can just jump into. Anybody can jump into it. I don't believe there's any major requirement other than an internet connection, and some other perhaps experience. So let's take a look at this quick clip here. I think I've showed this before, but why not just get it kind of going on in the background so we can take a look. The game looks decent to me. One of the things I do like about it is the fact that the game actually was pretty much put together by the team without raising any major funds, or if any, is more of a self-funded effort. So that is much appreciated for people, for gamers and or investors, because first of all, the team already has the skills, they already have the passion and the drive to get to this product, to this stage of the product, and then they're going to ask for your support. So I really do like and appreciate that. So definitely do check out Neon Link. There's so much information in the last video that we did. This one right here. definitely this one called altcoin pre-sales to pump your bags. This one definitely has a lot of information, a lot of alpha for those. I mean, if you're catching it early, if you caught it before, it's not alpha to you. But for those of you who watched that and caught that, then definitely some good alpha. And there's still a window of opportunity to jump into Neon Link, so I would check it out. Right. These are also the types of things that I discuss on the Patreon page, so do check that out as well. Let's go over here, and I'm looking at this one, Phantasma, still. Right, Phantasma has had some issues. They had an exploit, and there's some issues on this network, but there's a lot going on, though. I won't speak too much about any of the negatives or positives in any way. I'm just going to kind of be neutral, guys. Smart NFTs, it looks like a really interesting platform. I think they have one of the best, most interesting, maybe not so much the best, but one of the most promising NFT marketplaces of all NFT marketplaces I've ever seen. Yeah, sure, some of them are giving us amazing airdrops, but this particular one, GhostMarket, is very interesting to me. I'm already here just to show you. It's simple for anybody to just kind of create and upload images. You can upload various types of files, of course, MP4s, PNGs, SFG, SVG, various types. You can also infuse your NFTs with other attributes, other assets, pardon me. So you can infuse it with some, I don't know, let's say another NFT. You can infuse it with some BNB, some USDC, some Sol, the actual crypto, right? There's so much. So if somebody burns it, then they can actually redeem that value. So it's just such an interesting concept. It's you can infuse an NFT into an NFT that's infused into another NFT that's infused into another. Okay, so it's just a deep hole of infusing if you want, and it's very interesting. There's tons to look at here, so I would definitely check this one out here. Ghost Market, I think Ghost Market has a lot of interesting potential. Maybe not the most popular blockchain right now in terms of gaming and with the exploits and various people, and they actually had like Solana, they had a power off switch to turn off this network. But fortunately, the team has gone through a lot of changes, a lot of updates, and they have since removed the ability for them to halt the blockchain. So this is more decentralized than ever. Okay, way more decentralized than ever. And they recently just got a security audit. Okay, and they scored a pretty good, maybe it was like 8 or 7 out of 10 or something, but all of the bugs and the vulnerabilities were actually fixed apparently. So it's become more decentralized. Does use the Tendermint SDK for some things. And anyway, so we'll look into that. But this is Sol, just on a weekly chart of Sol. It's still in this kind of range between 25 cents roughly and about 18 cents. So, this could dip a little bit further. I could switch this to the daily, but this one, there's not much like it's not that it doesn't move that much in a day or 2 or 3 days. So I just kind of look at it on the weekly for now and see if I can catch it in this range, maybe 20 cents, between 20 and 25 cents, or even lower than that. But I'm looking at this until June, like most of my charts, guys, just 'cause I feel like something major is going to happen um, at the point of June. I don't know, maybe before, after, maybe something major is going to happen before, and then from June on, it's going to skyrocket. I have no idea, but I'm looking at June as a time for me to just be even more cautious or just to watch the market even more, right? So that's that. Let's move on to Zilliqa. Now, Zilliqa, of course, as we know, guys, is going to have their own mining hub, I guess, gaming mining hub. It's like buying a home console that you can mine with, as far as I understand. There's a lot going on their blog. As you can see, a lot of it has to do with gaming, Web3 and gaming, gaming, gaming. There's tons of gaming. So I wouldn't sleep on this too much. Not, again, not the most popular, not the most talked about. A lot of people are looking at Zill to buy the token and flip the coin, but I think there's something a lot greater at play if you stick around and if you're interested in looking forward, if you're interested in looking into the gaming aspect of things. I think Zilliqa has a pretty bright future. And anyway, just again, this is like check out their blogs and stay up to date. Even they also have a YouTube page, right? They also have a YouTube page, so I definitely would check that out, right? This is also Zill, on the daily. I do really, really like to look at this chart because, we're kind of we've been grinding. You see this area here, just really, really, really just grinding, 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 grinding up, and boom, it comes down. So I hope that we can just accumulate in this green area, like I said, as you could see here. I think that's a reasonable place to catch it. Not to say you can never catch it down here, guys, but I don't think a lot of us were even prepared for those ranges, especially these ranges down here. I don't think any of us were really, really, really expecting that major dip down there. But a lot of the people in the group, the Discord group and the Telegram, they know my thoughts. I said December 15th, roughly around there, is the time to get into the market. And guess what? If you got in around December 15th to, let's say, December 15th to January 12th or so, that was the time. That was like the bottom. If the bottom was in, that was of course the bottom. But at the same time, if you decided to get in, if you decide to get in, if this thing dips down a little bit more, honestly, that may not be a bad idea as well. I would just keep my eyes open and essentially not sleep on this Zill chart because I think this thing can do some of these parabolic moves. Let me zoom out for a bit, and you see this one right here. You see this parabolic move here. This move here was about that was about 90% up to the peak was about 280%, all the way to the tip was about 380%. So I would not sleep on Zilliqa at all. This one has a lot of potential and we'll see the partnerships grow. I like the fact that Zilliqa has this learn skilla because you can actually learn how to code on the blockchain and learn how to create tons of, just learn how to build on it. Let's look through very, very quickly. You can see the chapters. You can personally go into each chapter, elementary, intermediate, advanced. You can dive in and you can learn, guys, just like literally just learn. Even if you're not that good, even if you don't plan on doing this, just take the go through the chapters yourself, learn something. Learn something. That's all I'm going to say. It's completely up to you, but I love the fact that Zilliqa is offering this. Let's keep going on with Zilliqa just a little bit more, okay? Some games here. I'm just going to play this video here. This is Web3 War. Starts here. It's a download. It's a playable game. Download the gaming hub right now if you want. Of course, Windows only these days. A lot of times, not these days. It's kind of common, but yeah, Windows only. But you can see the game is. Just look for yourselves. It's right there. Right? It's right there. Right. So this is interesting to me. It looks really pretty high quality. It's definitely very well supported by Zilliqa, and I'm trying to find projects on the Zilliqa chain that are actually highly supported by Zilliqa. So this is definitely one you want to check out, and you could download the hub right onto your desktop. Join the Discord if you want to get a little more information. Let's keep going on. This one, I don't know, guys. I don't know for sure. I'm just looking for projects that are also supported, seemingly supported by Zilliqa, maybe followed by the main Zilliqa account as well. Some NFT based projects, some gaming based projects. So check out this one. I can't guarantee it's going to be a hit. I honestly do not know, but I'm just showing you stuff from my research where it looks like it could be something, especially if the main company follows them. So this is Demons or decentralized monsters. It looks like demon, but I mean, maybe they just had a fun time playing with the words. But this looks interesting. Hand drawn art, interesting stuff. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything major. Like I said, they look to be supported by the main Zilliqa ecosystem. So I'm keeping my eye on it. It's really that simple for this one, right? The next one I want to look at is, of course, this is just Zil Swap. This is where you can just kind of swap your cryptos. So I'm showing you the DMZ, the Demonsters token. You could swap it right here. There's tons of tokens you could swap right here on Zil Swap. You could download Zil Pay and as a web browser application extension, pardon me, or as a standalone like a wallet app for your phone. So definitely connect with ZillPay, right? Let's go on to this next one, Bean Terra. This one looks really interesting, really cute. I think it looks really nice. Just the color schemes, the art style looks really nice. You can read the white paper. You can also mint. They still have a ton of these NFTs left to mint. So maybe wait a bit to see if it gains more steam, or be one of those people who jumps in and is adventurous and wants to be there early, because you know how this goes sometimes. The earlier you get into some projects, the more opportunities you'll have to reap benefits and rewards, airdrops, and so on. So check this out for yourselves, guys. I'm showing you this here. It looks good. To me, it looks good. I like the colors. I like the vibe. I like the tones. It could be really cute. It could be fun. I don't know, right? Two token economy. Check it out. And of course, you see some of the major partners, Zill, Swap, and da da da. I would check their Medium as well and follow them on Medium, read their light paper, and do your own research. This is another one. I'm showing you this, guys. This is something pretty pretty major for the esports world. S- Fully supported by Zilliqa. I'm just showing you this again. Gaming, blockchain related. You might find some good information if you stick around and learn more about this ninjas in pajamas. You might learn something interesting about the Zilliqa blockchain, you might get some early access to something. All I'm saying is keep your eyes open on on things like this. The last one, or maybe another one I want to look at, is like XCAD Network. Same thing, live streaming. A lot of live streamers are gamers, of course. Um, you can essentially give back to fans. Fans can earn creator token rewards by watching their favorite creators on YouTube, directly on YouTube. So lots of information here, guys. A lot of you have seen this. This is not a brand new project. I'm just kind of reminding you. Don't forget about stuff like this. Also, Zilliqa is going to be, maybe partnerships and all, guys. So look, definitely do check us out over here on NFT Shorts Patreon. Definitely do check us out because, like I said, just for a few dollars a month, we definitely share some gaming gems. You never know, some picks, some opportunities to find something to use my time, my research, and make it your benefit, your reward. There's another game I want to talk about, and I'll probably save that for next time because I want to go in deeper and hopefully I can actually get an interview with the team. So, with that being said, guys, let's leave it there for today, right? All right. NFT Shorts, again, the home of NFTs and cryptos, guys. Blockchain freedom. If it's your first time here, guys, of course, like it, share it with a friend, join the Telegram, join the Discord, all the good stuff out there. Much appreciation to you guys. Do your own research. Don't get out here getting caught or scammed by any of these projects or just some leaders or people, some influencers that you like who buy their tokens or get their tokens sent to them and they dump it on you after they talk about it. I'm not calling anybody out, but I know it happens. I've heard about it. I don't know if I've been a part of it. Hopefully not, but I just try to do my own research. All right, guys. All the best to you guys. Until next time, take it easy.